Hello everyone, this is Kay Cole and you are watching Living Revived, where we heal each other by first healing ourselves. And healing ourselves definitely means being able to understand when you are healed. That intuitive pull, that intuitive thought. Some people even call it the leading of the Holy Spirit. One of the biggest questions for me as a chaplain, people say, well, how do I know the voice of God from my own voice? And how do I know fear from intuition? How do I know conscious from intuition? How do I know procrastination from intuition? How do I know divine inspiration from intuition? It's okay to live in the end, to feel it, to breathe it, to meditate, to visualize it. But then at some point you have to get up and take action. And that action is from intuition. So I actually found this book called Intuition right here. And access your inner wisdom, trust your instinct, and find your path. This has been an amazing thing for me as a chaplain, embracing my feminine nature, my intuitive nature. I know throughout history, the feminine nature, however you may identify, has been looked down upon because it's more nurturing, it's more open, it's more compassionate, it's more yielding. The masculine nature, however you may identify, is more dominant, it's more controlling, it's more takeover. Yielding to our intuition can definitely yield great benefits. I would like to start off by reading the foreword that the author has placed in here because it was so powerful. This would make me pick up this book, and I hope that it may be powerful for you. I'm doing something that I usually wouldn't do, and that's read in front of the camera, but it's powerful. Now, living from intuition has made me feel more alive and more present and more like myself. We have discovered that the deeper layers of freedom, joy, and flow can be experienced by anyone, by you and by me, and by the author here. The path here for me wasn't always smooth, from relying too much on other people's guidance to near-death experience to becoming an intuitive therapist. I had to keep myself open, looking at everything with fresh eyes. Sometimes we get caught up in other people's experiences that we often make their opinions our identity. Keeping fresh, open eyes. I had to let myself do and say things that I have at some point thought was impossible. I had to trust. Trusting can be a touch and go for everybody. As my relationship with my inner world developed, I found wholeness and a sense of clarity that had been missing during many years that I did not listen to this intuitive voice. It has been an extraordinary adventure. Throughout my life, I have been deeply exploring two questions. Now listen up, two questions. What about you? How can I live the most fulfilled life, the true version of myself? And number two, how can we co-create a beautiful future? I believe that intuition is the key to both, right? It feels to me that unlearning our mistrust of our intuition and fully embodying our inner wisdom is the most skill of this time. As we learn to live with more uncertainty, and as technology advances, that which makes us uniquely human feels even more significant. Holding on to our humanity, I see now our needed intuition, not just for our own personal happiness, but also for our collective healing. I believe that our intuition is one of the most precious and untapped resources that we have. It moves me to imagine what could happen if we all started living from this potential, from our intuitive potential. In this book, it is shared the informations, teachings, and practices that the author has found the most useful in embodying inner wisdom and living an intuitive life. It comes from many years of studying and transformative experiences. I hope, and we hope, and the author hopes, that this book inspires you and that you discover the most beautiful things about yourself. So that's the beginning, and hopefully this will be a good journey for me and for all. Thank you. Take care.